classic arcade game. He was in Michigan. What, baby? That guy was in Michigan. Oh, now is that Donkey Kong in there sold or no? No, that's available. You want a picture? I'll take a picture of it. See, we ship them all over. There's a Donkey Kong. Somebody is in Michigan, but we just did this overhaul. Look. Boy, it didn't look like this, Frank, did it? Nope. It didn't look like this when we started. It actually, cabinet wasn't too bad, but we had to repaint it yellow. But you see this playfield? That's a brand new overlay. You know what we started with, though? It was pretty pitiful. Hey, you know what? Let's go and look at that right now. Well, we have a dilemma here. Baby Pac-Man has come in for an overhaul. Customer sent it to us. They said they'd like us to completely overhaul it. And the machine arrived with the playfield this way. Now the good news is it's all shot. See, it's got nice new rubbers and new posts and everything. My, doesn't that look nice? Other than this little bit of wear. No, he knew it had wear when he bought it. Now, packed in the game was this playfield. Oops. Make sure that doesn't fall over. A used playfield that somebody took out that's been touched up in a number of spots, but as you can see, it's completely bare. Okay, and then he sent to us this overlay. Now, of course, you've seen these before. They peel off. You scrape all the jewels because the new numbers are clear. It's very nice because the numbers will shine through the clear product in a very nice way. You can actually see. See how the F you can see through. Okay? But are you aware that the first run, most of the baby Pac-Mans that were made had this massive nightmare amount of light bulb sockets. Oh my goodness. Now here was the problem. Notice the little diode in there. This was an absolute nightmare. Because this had so many light bulbs, they had to put an isolation diode on every socket. Unlike all their other games, it was at the time. So when you were changing bulbs, the end one's fine. But when you got in here and started bending the sockets out, it would touch the other socket, and poof, there went the transistor. Did I say poof right? So, anyway, just a nightmare. And the other thing is they ran the bulbs at full tilt, 6.3 volts. So the bulbs burned out lots faster than they used to. Now, some people's alternative, including mine, were to put 193s in. So they're 12-volt bulbs. They were pretty dim. Playfield didn't shine. But they sold enough machines. Bally Midway. Yeah, here's a baby Pac-Man we junked. It's just a hair dirty, just a hair. Playfield actually looks pretty good though underneath that, but look. Yes. There it is. A great solution. Got rid of all those troublesome sockets. Of course, the harness is all different because it has these plugs in here. Let's see, 42383. So this is one of the last ones made. I wonder what the other playfield says on it. Frank, look at the date on the other plate.
On. Wait a minute.
Go on.
That was January 22nd.
Huh, January. Okay, so anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up this playfield and see if underneath all that crud we actually have a nice wooden playfield. Maybe we'll just restore the original one. So we're going to see what happens. Let's see now what it looks like. Okay, we had to wash this puppy off. It's out drying now. It was so filthy as you saw. However, we've decided with the cracks in it that we're going to go ahead and put the overlay on this field. So we're going to start taking the rails and the metal off, and we're going to do it the right way. Now this is the start of putting a new overlay on this playfield. And Steven is hunting for, or no, Tony is hunting for plastic. He loves that when I make the mistake on his name. Hundreds, we have drawers and drawers of plastics. The new field is installed. And Steven's doing the fine cutting and adjustments. Look, ooh, my goodness. That's what happens. Now what we did, as you saw, that was his play field. It's not too bad.
A little buffered out.
A little buffered out. And you see the Nightmare light bulb system. And we've replaced it. We gave him a whole different play field that we have here. So, oh, it's beauty. Look, see? The un-Nightmare system. The un-Nightmare system. And of course, we've rebuilt the flippers with plungers and links. Both were shot. It was pretty sad, wasn't it, Frank?
Yep.
But not anymore.
So nice, I think I want one now.
Remember Peter Sellers?
But that's a priceless Steinway.
Not anymore.
Yes, I love that line. Love that line. Oh my, I didn't mean to hit the start button, so I've already started it. If you already know how this game plays, you play Pac-Man on the top, but you see, you notice you're going to die real quick unless you go downstairs and start playing the pinball part. And brand new drop targets from Steve Young, Pinball Racers, he has them. Yes, there's always a target down. And when you knock down any like this, watch. Oop, I have to hit it. It moves. Now you see you've got 6 seconds to hit that. Do you hear the ticking? If you don't do it, tough boogies. Now every time you roll through your tunnel lane, see like so, it increases your tunnel speed when you zip between. And the same is true with the fruit. And we move up to another kind of fruit. See? Our strawberry. So you have to play this well to pick up stuff. You get your energizer. See, look, I've got an energizer. Uh-oh. And you didn't think I could play this, did you? A terrific game. But you see, my problem here, now watch, see how fast I go through that? No, well, anyway.
That was a great trick. Can you show us again?
Now, we did some neat things that we did that were not on the other game. We've added lights. Yes, we've lit Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man here with LEDs. Orange ones, of course, only appropriate. We've put blue here with a white to give it a little color, and then we have white up top. Gosh, it looks terrific. The customer sent us a control panel overlay and new side art. So he found them and he sent them to us and we put them on. And we did repaint this yellow. We really did. You can see, boy, does it look nice. There were too many divots and dings in it. We really had to paint it. Now, we've put the new cells in here now, so that our customer can easily change that. We had to add the blocking diode. You have to take the resistor out, put the blocking diode in, so the board doesn't try to charge the lithium battery. You know what happens if that happens? This is what happens. That's right, lithium. That's why all the packages say on it, lithium battery, beware. Anyway, down here, this is the Vidiot board. Oh, I see you would scan down. Let's start with the Vidiot. Vidiot board is the weak link in this system, the weak link. And the processors sometimes go bad. We have put new capacitors on the board, and the board is serviced. And look, it still has the Bally sticker. Bally Northeast. That was the Bally banner store here in Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure that's where that was from, serviced from. Here we have the solenoid driver board. It looks a lot like the Bally solenoid drivers, except it combines all the solenoids with the light bulbs. Now this was sort of the Nightmare system. They kind of blossomed this system over to the 6803s. Each one of these transistors actually runs 2 light bulbs. So if one bulb goes out or shorts, then you get two. The nice thing is because we've changed his playfield over to that board, that green board with all the light bulbs, the chances of him shorting out transistors are very slim, to none. 13-inch Wells Gardner, 4900. We changed all the capacitors on the board, got rid of the curls and the ugliness. They are gone. And Frank, you changed on the bottom. What did you do on the bottom, Frank?
On the bottom, you have to change. You can use the power boards out of other pinballs if you change the diodes. There's a huge label right here, right behind your big fat head.
My big fat head
Tells you. And what somebody actually did with this is they took some wires, attached it to where the diodes connect, and then screwed a bridge rectifier down to the wood. I guess they figured the bottom of the cabinet would be a good heat sink. But the problem is you have to change these big guys right here. They're big 6-amp diodes. They're actually the same diodes that are used on the WPC 95 system that replaces the bridges.
So we ordered a bunch of them in so we'd have them for the WPC.
So if you want to use a regular power module out of a regular pinball, you have to change that.
That's right. That's if you are rebuilding your machine, correctly. And because see, by putting new bridges in, of course, everything's nice and bright. Game's getting quality voltage. Look, this poor game deserves it after all these years. Look at that blue T-molding. That Discitron T-molding. It's really making the rounds, isn't it?
Well, sure, you bought 900 feet of it for one game. Of course it's going to make its rounds to other games.
Actually, we buy, T-molding.com sells the T-molding. If you buy 250-foot rolls, you get the price break. So that's the key. So we always buy 250-foot minimum of each size. New fluorescent light and starter, obviously. The monitor glass was in great shapes, as was the glass bezel. And of course, this will have a piece of clear tempered glass, a little piece of glass to cover it. I have a baby Pac-Man, one of the 5 prototypes. It's only this tall, and it's a wood grain cabinet. Originally, it was designed to be sat at on a stool, not stood at. It's really neat game. Maybe one day I'll do a video on that one. But for now, you know what, Frank? The king of arcades. I think Richie Knuckles does that terrific Pac-Man Fever video at the end. I think this would be an appropriate time to run you that video right now. And don't forget, on GOG.com, you can purchase The King of Arcades, the feature film by Sean Tideman. Terrific movie, because I'm in it.
When's the big screen premiere?
And the big screen premiere is just in a couple days. It's this Saturday.
What date?
September 13th,
What year?
2014. So a lot of you will be watching this way after that. But Pinball Expo, second week of October. Got to come to that. They invited us to be there to give a seminar and also a special presentation to Nolan Bushnell. So please come to that too. Good. I think we're done. And Frank, I think we covered everything. So let's go right to the music video.
The King of Arcade. Available now on DVD.
Got a callus on my finger looking for the high score. So I swung around the block, then I stopped back at the side door. I'm really cooking now, eating everything inside. Well, all my money's gone, so I'll be back tomorrow night. 'Cause I got Pac-Man fever. It's driving me crazy. I got Pac-Man fever. Going out of my mind. I got Pac-Man fever. Going out of my mind. Pac-Man fever. Driving me crazy.
Good night. Now go away, you bother me.